Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, YouTube? Hang on, let me make sure this is working right. Again, I don't have my headphones. So, oops. Nope, that's the wrong one. Just been a little lazy, I guess. I guess I could put my headphones in right now, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. Nice. Cool, it's working. Great. What's up? It's another night. It's another night dive. Another one. 75 days. Not consecutively, but pretty much. Pretty much. Just trying to test my mental limits, I guess. And 3/4 of the way there. What this even is for anyone who may, I don't know, be seeing this for the first time. I don't know why, but this is a nightly journal entry, essentially. And just knowing who I am, I never would have made it this far into journal entries or, journal documenting or writing it down. I don't fucking know what you call it, but essentially, doing it this way holds me accountable. So, trying it out. Trying to get to 100 days. Yeah, we're at day 75. So, I've been on a kind of a goals mindset past couple of days. So I'm just gonna keep talking about it and kind of talking about where my headspace is in terms of work. Just kind of life in general, just where I'm at. Kind of in a weird spot. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, I'm just kind of in a weird spot work-wise. So just going to have to explore it a little bit and just kind of see where it's at. But first, it is what day? October 3rd. 9:30 p.m. on October 3rd, 2023. This is an early dive for me. It's an early night dive because normally I'm doing them at like midnight or some shit like that. So it's kind of nice to get this out of the way so that I can go to sleep early. I have been so grateful to just exist. I really have. I've been waking up every morning. It's fucking wild, man. I just wake up, my eyes fly open. I'm like, I'm existing right now. Okay. I'm not existing. Okay. That's good. That's a good thing. I get to experience today. No matter what happens, I get to experience it. Cool. It's wild. It's a wild mindset to have, or just like, I've never had it before. Just a weird, it's a different shift. It's not weird. It's just different. Because normally I'd wake up and just like immediately just like, God damn it, I gotta fucking go through the day today, and I'm not gonna be asleep. I can't wait for a nap. Oh my God, I already can't wait for a nap. Like, that's not a fun mindset to be in. It's just completely negative, and it hurts. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I still have to fight that during the day, but to wake up in the mindset that I have now of gratitude, like, fuck, my eyes opened. Cool. I'm alive. Cool. I get to experience whatever happens today. Cool. You know? It's a great feeling to have. So, I am grateful for that. I am grateful for the feeling that I have. So that's my gratitude for the day today. Now, shifting over into a mantra. I'm like really trying to tell myself this. I'm really trying to force this one in. But showing up every day, being disciplined, being consistent is easy. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy to show up every day. It's easy to try. All you got to do is show up and try. It's easy. I'm really struggling with that. Let's talk about my work real quick. Before I get into goals. Man, I am just struggling what I'm struggling with. I'm trying to justify a reason to drive around as much as this job requires. And even further, I'm trying to justify because I know I can do this job virtually. So I'm trying to like run it through my head of like, why would I spend my time running around, driving around, but literally running around panicked, because a lot of the appointments they send me are, sometimes they're like, I'm going to be minimum 15 minutes late. Sometimes it's like I'm 30, 45 minutes late to the appointment. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But like the anxiety of it is I'm running around. I'm in my head, I'm running around, but I'm actually like driving around. And, I'm trying to justify like when there's a no-show, when there's a door slammed in my face. I'm trying to get out of the negative part of that and realize that like that is the job more than anything. Like sitting down with someone and selling them on solar, that's like a small portion of the job. The job more so is actually driving to places to be able to sit in front of someone. So I'm just in this mindset of like, why would I do that when I know I could just be calling people and setting up virtual appointments and doing it this way? It's going to be just as hard, but I would get to sit at my house. And if I wanted to take a break and go get a snack, I could go take a break and go get a snack. If I wanted to take a quick nap, if I wanted to take a quick walk around the block, if I wanted to just step outside and do whatever, whatever. If I wanted to go to the park or just whatever, I could do that. Whereas with the in person, I'm just struggling to justify. Yeah, I mean, I've made some awesome connections with people that have purchased and people that have not purchased, and that is great. I love that. Genuinely love that. And there's one person I'm helping out right now that got installed already, and I just I text him about movies. I'm like, dude, what movie are you watching? It like just a random stranger at one point. And now we're becoming more and more friends. So I love it. I love that. Now, on the flip side of it is, again, I'm just trying to justify that. I can't. I'm struggling, and I'm really anxious. My boss is. I feel bad. He's trying to reach out to me. They've done incredibly. Like they are doing the best they can to try and get me into appointments. But I'm still like, I'm anxious. I just don't want to. I don't want to talk to them because I don't know what to expect. It's just kind of the unknown, and I just feel anxious about it. So I'm in a weird spot. Because I am in some kind of training for virtual appointments. And so I'm in kind of a weird spot because I'm like, I could just keep going with it. There's some things I like, some things I don't about it. But, I could just stay there and test it out. I feel like I'm going to like it a lot better because of the mental strain of driving is going to be gone. But, it still is going to be tough. So I'm trying to feel out. I'm not trying to quit. I'm not trying to quit. Just like with this discipline, just like with this mentality, just like with this goal of 100 days, I'm trying not to quit. Solar sales, I feel like I just started to kind of get it, and then my mind snapped. And it really sucks. And so I want to keep going, but I also like my wife and I aren't hurting for money, but we have goals. We have things that we want to do. And if I don't like start making money, like we're not going to be able to get there in the timelines that we want. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. But we have a timeline. We want to have another kid soon. And, if I'm not making money, if I'm not making a good amount of money, because what we want to have another kid in the next year and a half, and have it to where my wife doesn't have to work and she can just take care of the kids. But, if I'm not making enough money to do that, that's part of why I'm really, really focusing on solar sales, because I've said this in my previous streams. I know financially, for us, it's going to be incredible. I know for the homeowners, the amount of savings that they're going to have is out of this world, and they don't have to pay the utility company, which literally is the last monopoly left under capitalism. I hate it. I hate it so bad. And then it's amazing for the environment. Like, there's not nearly as much air. We have cleaner air. Try and tell me we don't. So I want to stay in solar. My wife and I were talking, and she's like, look, she's like, she doesn't get it. She's like, I don't understand why you're putting yourself through this. I don't understand why you're, doing this to yourself. Solar isn't the only job out there. There are so many other jobs. She's like, there's so many other sales jobs that you could do. There's so many jobs that I could do and have. And I'm choosing to stay in solar. I don't want to veer from that path. Because, again, our timelines, our goals, the things we want, the things I want, can all be done with solar. The one thing. I don't have to find 7 streams of income, and they're all passive, and they're all this and that. I can break into that with solar. Solar just checks everything right off the bat. So I'm just kind of venting into this microphone right now is what I'm doing. Sorry to anyone who actually is still, if you're still hanging around, sorry. This is just a big long vent session. But I'm just in this spot. I just don't know what to do, because I like in person. I like it. I like making friends. I like making connections. I feel like it really is a test on me, because it's fucking tough. Oh my God. It is tough, and it really, really hardens my mind. It really helps me think clearly, quickly, thinking on my feet, just being a better human being, just making friends in person. I love all that. But man, I'm just struggling to justify the drive time, because I know I can do this virtually. So I don't know what to do. You know what? I do know what to do. You are your thoughts, remember? You are your thoughts. So kind of my goals, I'm going to try and talk about them and see if I can find a better path through. But my specific goals, I just want to have freedom. Financial freedom, sure. Like if that's the word before it, great. But I really want to just have freedom to be able to take a vacation with my family if that's what we want to do. I want to be able to buy something and not have to worry about, do we have enough money? Like right now we have enough money, but I want to truly be able to like kind of get anything I want or we want and not have to worry about, are we going to have enough to pay rent or the mortgage or whatever. So that's what I want. And I also want to have a small farm where we have a couple chickens, we have a cow or two, we have a garden, growing tomatoes, potatoes, carrots, peas, all of it, just growing all of it, and essentially living off the land as much as possible, living sustainably as much as possible. And that's what I kind of want out of life. I know that's what my wife wants too. But like I was saying earlier, we also want to be able to have that life and not have, at minimum, my wife work. If we can get it to a point where I'm working only 20 hours or less a week, and still making some solid income, then that's ideal. I mean, that's literally the life that I feel like everyone is like going for. And I'm just not like satisfied. I'm just internally, I'm like striving. I'm like upset at myself that I'm not already there. And so this closing in person, it feels like if I don't figure it out, it feels like I'm going to fail. And it really hurts. And I don't know what's going on with my brain. I have to figure it out. But I'm still, I'm struggling to justify it. And maybe I can't justify driving around for nothing and only closing one a week. Maybe that's what it is. But that just doesn't, I would rather go through all of the shit, all the garbage virtually from my house. Like I just keep coming back to it. It's all day I've been coming back to that. And in this stream I've been coming back to it. So maybe I just need to listen to it. Because like I said, our goals, what we want out of life is going to be, it's going to be so much easier if I just commit. And I thought the thing that, the thing that is actually really bothering me is I thought I was doing that with in person. I thought I was doing that with driving to people's homes. I thought I was like, I'm committing to this. I'm going to do this. And I made it a month. It's like I just feel and then snapped. I made it a month and then my brain broke. And like that's where the part of me is like, dude, are you just a quitter? Are you just kind of a little bitch? Or like what's going on in your brain? Like it's just you can go back in the streams, probably to day 50 or even further back, 40 something, I don't know. Like I told myself then, I was like, man, I just got to commit. I just commit. Just whatever they say, just do it. And like thinking about it, a lot of it has been, they had the script, they had that down, and then literally everything else are like, just go into the field and figure it out. Trial by fire, just figure it out. And like maybe that's just sales in general, but I just feel like I needed a little bit more help. I could have asked. To prevent getting to this point. I could have asked a lot more questions. You know, that's just what I feel. I feel like I was like, I gotta commit to this. And like, you can go back in the streams and watch. Like, gotta commit. I've committed to not drinking. I haven't had a drink, and I've had many chances. I have not had a drink in 2 months, maybe even longer. I honestly don't even know at this point. It sucks. It fucking sucks. Every day I want whiskey. Every single day I want one, but I just haven't. And I just keep, like, I've committed to that. I've committed to my Duolingo. I've committed to this. Yeah, I've missed this a couple of times, maybe 5 times total. But I've committed to it, and I'm doing it. So I'm just like, if I quit doing in person and switch to virtual, even though my mind says virtual is going to be better for you, even though my mind is saying virtually selling is where you want to be for so many reasons. Again, like if I get hung up on 1,000 times in a week, if I get like 1,000 voicemails in a week, but I end up setting 10 appointments, and I end up sitting in 3 of those appointments, and 2 of them say, this is fucking stupid, we're not going to invest in this, and 1 of them says, oh, okay, cool, yeah, let's do it. I get $2,000. I can justify sitting in my house going through 1,000 voicemails to get to that. I can justify that easily. But I can't justify the physical effort of knocking on the doors and driving for hours and hours and hours to just have the door slammed in my face. When I know that this other part of selling exists, selling the exact same product that I want exists. But again, I don't want to quit because I told myself I was going to commit. Because then it just brings into question, like, dude, even if you told yourself you're going to commit to virtual, are you actually going to commit to virtual? Like, what if something comes up and you're like, oh, shit, oh, I don't like this. This is not what I signed up for. You know? Like, what the fuck? Like, say it is something that is like, oh, fuck, I didn't know this was going to happen. Because that's probably going to happen. There's going to be something that is going to fucking throw me for a loop and is not what I expect, and it's going to suck. Am I going to be able to sift through my mental mind and say, cool, well, yeah, that's it, that's fine? I don't know. I'm so mad. Because I just don't know. But the thing I do know is I want to sell still. At minimum, I just, like, again, going back to my goals, going back to, what I want to do with my life. Selling solar, helping people get away from the utility, helping people get away from the last true monopoly under capitalism, and helping people save thousands of dollars on something that they're going to be spending anyway. Like, and the environment. Again, I want to be able to look my kids in the eyes when I'm on my deathbed. I want to be like, listen, you little shits, I'm going to die here soon. But I did what I could for climate change. I did everything I could to make sure that you had the cleanest air possible. That I knew how. I'm no engineer. I don't know how to do chemical equations and work with algae and, research all that kind of shit. I'm too fucking stupid for that. But I did what I knew how to do, and I put myself through the ringer to try and figure it out. That's what I want to be able to tell my kids in 30, 40 years. Right? So I want to stay in solar. I want to keep selling solar. Again, I'm just in this... I'm in a fucking wheel. I'm in like an anxiety wheel. I keep coming back to it. I'm looping is what I'm doing. I just keep coming back to it and keep coming back to it and keep coming back to it. Because I'm trying to find an answer. I'm just trying to find an answer, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, goals and work. Just a rambling. Oh my God, I'm almost 30 minutes in. Just a rambling vent session today. That's what this one is. Yeah. Yeah, this one, this is what has been playing through my head all day today. It's been playing through my head. I am grateful that I'm doing this for myself. Again, I'm doing it this way so that I can hold myself accountable, because otherwise I wouldn't do it every day. So I'm grateful that I've gotten into this medium so that I could vent something out and actually have, something that I could talk out. Because if it just floats in my brain, I mean, this whole fucking stream has been me just looping back on the same ideas and just talking them out. But I mean, that's what's been going on in my head all day. So I don't know. I think I know a direction forward. I think I'm just like too scared to do it or choose it. Because I'm too afraid of how I'm going to view myself, I'm too afraid of like looking at myself as if I quit doing in person, I'm just too afraid of looking at myself as like a quitter or like a loser or a coward. And, I told, like, I can't see, I'm going back to it. God damn it. I told myself I was going to commit, and then I got to this point where I kind of couldn't mentally. I don't know what happened, but I don't know. I think the path forward is to at least try virtually. And then if that doesn't work, then maybe fizzle out and try something else. My wife was saying, like, you don't have to sell solar. You can sell other things. Like, find something that has a base salary and pays commissions. And you can still make $100,000. Yeah, it's not going to be 200. It's not going to be 300, maybe. But, it could be a stepping stone into something that would be 200 or 300. So she's like, just find something that's base. So just, it's base salary and gives us commission and, gets you into the higher, 5 figures, maybe even 6. And then, we'll be cruising. It's tempting. It's really tempting, especially I know solar in the next, as soon as it hits November, it gets tough. And then as soon as it hits Thanksgiving, it's like fucking dead. And then all of December is pretty tough. All of January is even harder. And then February starts to get less. And then March, it's like, okay, here it's go time. So, that I'm choosing to stay in. See, that's another thing. I don't want to be driving around all winter for literally, it's going to be nothing. Like if I'm driving around the town during the winter, what is that, what is that going to do? I don't know that I'll be able to get a deal a month or a week, even if I stuck through, So So I'd rather stay in the house and call people. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. But my wife was saying, like, why don't you do something else instead? And like, travel sales, like booking agents and shit like that. Setting up cruise lines, setting up people for cruises. That seems really appealing because I would get discounts on the vacations and on the travel and on cruises and shit like that. That seems really appealing, but fuck. I just want to do solar. I just want to stay in solar. I don't know. I'm kind of in turmoil. If you can't tell, this has been 30 minutes of pure anxiety, it feels like. It feels good to vent this, though. This is why I do this. It feels good to vent it out. It feels good to talk it out. My wife and kid have been gone all week, and even if my wife was here, I'm not gonna vent this at her. She's heard a lot. She's heard a lot. I need to just fucking figure it out. Figure out what I want to do and figure out how to make money. Good money, and quick. That's what I want. And so she's like, look, you quit beating yourself up though. She's awesome. She's like, I don't give a shit. Like, just like make some money. She's like, I don't give a shit what you do. Just make some money, because we need some money through the winter. We need some money in order for us to have a nest egg for me to be able to have the kid and quit. And it's tempting to be like, look, I'll just go back to setting, or I'll just go into a different sales, selling something else. It's tempting. I feel like I'm pretty close to the knack of selling. High ticket items are tough, but I think I'm getting there. I just, maybe, I don't know. I'm going to figure out a path forward for myself and stick to it. Like I said this in the stream, the last couple of streams, like, I feel like the next 25 days now of night dives, I feel like are going to be just a lot of me trying to vent and try to sort my fucking life and figure out where and what exactly I want to do. So that's that. But anyway, I am now going to go to bed. This was a long vent session. Tomorrow, day 76. We're going to see where that is at. I don't know how or what that's going to look like, but we're going to check it out. Yeah, I'm going to get to bed. Please be safe in your travels. Maybe start, I don't know if it I'm a believer in the gratitude at this point. So maybe start if you haven't, start trying to incorporate that in your life. Like I said at the beginning of this stream, like waking up, you're having your eyes fly open and saying, man, I am grateful that I am experiencing this right now and that I'm not experiencing it. Having that thought hit your head first is pretty wild. So otherwise, yeah, just be safe. I love you guys. Take care of your friends and family. Take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow, day 76. Namaste. Bye.